Okay, so what holidays do you celebrate?
Well, one of the biggest holidays for us is like Chinese New Year, and it's a really big thing in China. But how we celebrate is we usually gather together as like a big family, and then we all eat a lot, and then usually the kids that they get like red envelopes from their relatives, uncles or aunts or whatever, the ones that are already married. So that's like a really big thing for little kids, but it's kind of like Americans like holiday of Christmas, but for us it's like Chinese New Year.
So every year Chinese New Year is different because we follow a different calendar. It's called lunar New Year calendar. So every year is different, and but like Sharon said, it's pretty much like a family gathering, and the little kids, they receive red envelopes, which is the biggest thing that they look forward to, and the elders pass that down, and it's probably one of the main things that we do. I mean, traditionally we have like line dances. We also set up firecrackers and everything, but you see that less around here. Perhaps maybe in areas where there's a large Asian population, and definitely in China that they have that too.
And have you picked up any holidays that you practice here, or like that your parents have picked up and passed down, or not so much?
Not so much. I mean, there's one that it's called the Dumpling Festival, and it celebrates. I'm not sure when it is or anything, but we eat dumplings that day.
Yeah.
So I mean,
sounds good.
But, yeah.
Do you guys celebrate any of the American holidays?
Well, I mean, through years we usually celebrate Christmas because everyone celebrates it, so we're just like, oh, we'll get presents too, we get presents. But other than that, not so much. But like maybe Halloween, like we'll go trick or treating, dress up and that stuff. I don't know. I think that's mostly the holidays that we have American culture.
And then the last question is just about your beliefs on healthcare.
So my parents don't really trust the American healthcare system. And our parents are very conservative when it comes to money. So sometimes we usually view healthcare as like an unnecessary expense, and we only spend money on healthcare when it's when we're in dire need of it. So traditionally, if I'm sick, usually my parents tell me to tough it out, or if I really need some care, we usually seek out some more like Eastern practices. Like acupuncture is a really big thing in our family. So, but yeah, we don't have a dentist, we don't have a doctor, no insurance as of yet. But so we don't really trust the healthcare system here.
Okay.
Well, for my family, it's more like a lot of the times they've already experienced a lot of the different kinds of, maybe sicknesses or problems, so we try to use those methods before we even go, see a doctor or anything like that. But if they do go, they feel a lot more comfortable going to see, like, a doctor that speaks their language, because my parents have, like, a language barrier, so they kind of trust more that. And also, since, they've always been treated with, like, herbs and Chinese medicine and, like, Eastern medicine, they always just kind of trust more that compared to, like, the Western medicine we have here.
Right.
But, I mean, if they have insurance, they would use it, because, I mean, they think that, it's something that's good, making sure they have the daily, like, yearly checks and stuff like that to make sure everything's fine, and they think health is, like, a really important thing.
Do you guys follow your parents' ways or thoughts on the healthcare system, or do you have your own thoughts?
Recently I've become much more educated in the healthcare system, so I've sort of shifted away from that thinking. So I've, with the whole mandate coming up, I've had to educate my parents on that and the changes that are going to happen, and also with dental care too. My parents, they've never seen out a dentist before, so their oral care it's pretty bad. So it's things like that. Like me and my brother, we're trying to educate more and more with our parents and encouraging them to go seek healthcare.
Okay.
When I was younger, like, I always went to the dentist and always had, like, my teeth checked and everything. but then it got really overbearing with like expenses and stuff, so then we didn't really have insurance either, so then we kind of stopped that. Then we got insurance, so we made good use of our dental insurance and, you know, medical insurance wise. So I feel like if we do have insurance, like, we would use it, you know, wisely, because I mean it's to our benefit, so it'd be a good thing.
Right.